Look. Hi, everybody. It's Colette Baron-Reid. I am so excited. My brand new Oracle card deck, the Dreamweaver's Oracle. I'm going to use it in our reading today, and it's now available for pre-order. It's March. It's coming out in a couple of weeks. So go get your copy by going to colettebaronreid.com/Dreamweaver. Now, when you pre-order your copy, just come back to that page and enter your email and order number, and you will get instant access to a beautiful printable guide with journal prompts for each card, as well as get entered into an exclusive giveaway to win the cover artwork by the deck's artist Joel Nakamura, and he's extraordinary. So each print is a $200 value, and we will be announcing the 5 winners at the live online launch party happening on March the 14th at noon Eastern Standard Time, which is the release day of the deck. So go pre-order your copy, claim your bonus, and enter the giveaway at colettebaronreid.com/Dreamweaver. This is so awesome.
Anything is possible when you open your connection to the universe.
Okay, now I have a 15 card reading that I'm going to I've laid it out already for you. And for those of you who are new to this kind of reading, there are sections that I read that are pertinent to the storyline of the month. So we start in the center with 3 cards that represent where we're at. Then where we're likely going to go is up to the right, and then the nature of our obstacles or how to move beyond our obstacles is the next section I read. Then I look at hidden influences, and then I look at divine interventions, okay? So let's get going with the Dreamweaver's Oracle for this month, March. Now, it's so perfect because my most favorite card in the deck, which was the very first card that Joel actually sent me a sketch of, is called If the River Flows This Way, and it's the center card. So that's the actual anchor for the month of March, which means that whatever happens this month, we are meant to experience it as it does. So it's consequences of our trying to push away or in some way resist it isn't going to work. So this is a time where the flow of the river, that includes timing, that includes events, that includes experiences, are meant to be that way. And why do I say that? Because on the side over here, it says, for the wind that blows our sails. And this is all about how divinity works behind all things, including the things that we see as problematic. So that there is a change coming this month, a really big change. And you can see that all the dreams are being called by this wind in this particular card. So if we were to look at it like a metaphor for us, that there are things that are going on behind the scenes that we can't see. So we have to really trust that the way things are flowing are meant to be, even if they appear to be challenging. Now, why do I say appear to be challenging? Because on this side, it says, when Coyote calls your name. This is the card that represents detours. So that means if you have plans, you might discover that, in order to get to where I want to go, I actually have to take a detour. And the detour will be obvious to all of us. So it's not a straight line. I think that's really the core message here is March will not be a straight line for anybody. It will be a time for us to really surrender to the flow of events that are occurring in our lives and still being in touch with the source within us where our dreams are still important. So it's like being that eye in the hurricane that I talk about all the time. It's the same sort of thing here too, but it's the context of Spirit leads. There is a plan. Spirit has a plan. And our plan fits inside that plan. So sometimes we have to go on a detour in order for our plan, the plan that we feel inspired to follow, is in the highest good of all. See what I mean? Now, let's see where we're likely heading. This is the direction that we're all heading into as a result of where we are now. Illumination is the key. So the card here, what the sunbeams have to show, is all about that we get to see everything that we need to see. And that so we're really going to get a glimpse in this month of March of the main events of for the rest of the year in a way too. So there's all these things happening in the month of March that will be illuminated for us. So pay attention. And unfortunately, we can't really trust the news to show us. We have to kind of also use our intuition as well. What gets illuminated for us in the microcosm of our lives, which is any kind of events that occur in our small lives, typically are mirrored by the micro. There's the macro and the micro, the larger and the small. So the all is in the small. So pay attention to what is highlighted for you this month, because it's an opportunity for you to recognize either something that needs healing or something that has been healed. So you can see how far you've come and where you want to go next. Now, the card beside it as the weaver's way is true. So that card represents the truest quality of inspiration that you have that is operating in your life, that kind of, again, sometimes is parallel to the larger world, and again, sometimes it's hidden inside it. So be aware of all the signs, the symbols, the things in your life that are still pointing you in that direction, even if the outer world is challenging. Now, the other card here is when you're neither here nor there. So keeps reminding us we're not there yet. We're in process of change. The metamorphosis that all of us are going through right now is going to be different individually for each of us, but there's still a theme for everybody this month that is about kind of that sense of, I know things are changing. I see it. It just hasn't 100% changed. And why do I say that? Well, here's the nature of the obstacles. So if we look over here, this tells us why we're neither here nor there, because the center card is about what the winter spirits know. And that's all about slowing down, being on ice, needing to process. So we need to slow down. We can't expect for us to understand everything that's changing in this, like all overnight. That's not going to happen. So we need to slow down, but we're going to be slowed down anyway. So that's the other thing. This is about sometimes if we don't slow down, we'll be forced to slow down. But it is about the natural cycle of needing to process, to integrate, to understand. It's not an overnight thing. What's beautiful here is about vulnerability. So that's the other nature of our obstacle, is that we are vulnerable, but that we also need to champion that vulnerability. That shows our humanity, but it can also feel that it's not really safe. All right, so I'm not suggesting that we're all going to feel unsafe in the month of March, but this is really a personal way in which each one of us deals with vulnerability. Some people use it as a way to fuel their change in a rapid way, and other people feel a little exposed, and they say, you know what, I need time to process. And that is kind of actually what it says anyway. Now, what's beautiful about this process time is let your dreams be woven true. We need to slow down to discover how these changes that are going to be revealed to us as very revelatory, revealed to us in the month of March, how are these changes going to be integrated in your life? How are you going to use these changes? How are you going to better yourself with these changes? How are you going to serve and contribute? And that'll take time for you to figure that out. And that is a sense of allowing, receiving, and then determining, right? Now, what are the hidden influences in March? I love that. I can't tell you how much I love this deck. I'm beside myself. Okay, Mark keeps teasing me. Is this your latest baby that you're in love with? But really, it's just so timely. It's just great. So that's why I know when I channel these decks, half the time I'm like, why am I channeling this like this? But then I realize when it comes out, this is a perfect timing for this. So anyway, weavers watch the dragons fly. So here, this is about the need. So the hidden influence is the need for observation, right? So what are the influences? Is here. So if the taste is sweet and good, so good things are coming from all of this. It's anytime we see change and we resist it, that's okay, because that's a sign of growth. Resistance is growth. That's fine. As long as we don't stay in resistance, in which case we're not moving. But this is about observing. And this is about observing what is good and seeing the signs. It says, could it be a dragonfly? It's all about the signs in our lives. And that mirrors what we said here. Pay attention to the signs, because Spirit's going to try to talk to you the whole time going, chill out, don't worry. This is all for the highest good. Even if you feel like you're in a blender, Or you might be getting all kinds of epiphanies. That's also could happen. But you still have to like integrate the information, learn it. It's kind of almost like how AI started, and everybody is scrambling. Like some people, I was very like, ooh, at first, and then it was like, oh, that's interesting. So it's that kind of time where these big revelations are happening in such a big way that it's going to take a bit of time to kind of get used to them and apply them to your life. But here it is. This is what you're going to see revealed also. The hidden influences is how this will better us. So that's the other thing. Like, pay attention to what could be good, what could be useful, what could be in service to the whole, and stay in the observer. It's also a reminder too not to take the world personally. So this is the other thing, is trust that we are in this together. We are a we has to come before me this month, as we complete also the cycle of Pisces and moving into Aries, which is the beginning of the astrology calendar. So it's also kind of culminating in like, ooh, this is a beginning of something that like the old life is ending. And now we have all these new things that are going to take time for us to land in. It just takes time to land. Divine intervention. Oh, I love this. So all is calm upon these shores. So at the end of the day, and also when the weavers built the sun, so this is all about co-creation. This is all about trusting spirit. This is all about you being shown how the divine operates in all of life, including yours, even when it is in the cycle of decay and endings, etc. It is still sacred. So this is about sacredness. And if the dogs come circling round, this is about divine protection. So it's kind of like we have to remember this mantra, I'm always divinely directed and divinely protected. So, and also remember when we say that, does this apply to my mortal life? Does this apply for everybody? Look at all the people who are dying. You can have a million reasons why. You could say, well, not everybody is protected, but that's not true. We just don't understand the nature of the map of humanity and why we're here, and how every single life is a teaching tool for somebody else's, even if there is tragedy and turmoil in it. And there is a sacred divinity in every single person and in every act and in everything that we learn, even from the more difficult things. So I feel very good about this month. There's a lot going on. And I think if we all take the advice of the first group of cards, these first 3 cards, which is really about going with the flow, recognizing when we have to take a detour, and trusting that there's so many of us that are looking for a better world, a world that is inclusive to all. There's so many people here who are really feeling this, looking for the sacred, and how do we contribute this to the world too. So most of you who watch these videos are in that headspace. So it doesn't take the entire world to be like that. If you look at the imaginal cells of a butterfly, you only need a small amount of concentrated people who want the same thing. And this is what this is showing here, the results of all these thoughts. And, even technology is the opportunity can be used for the betterment of humanity. We'll see what happens here. But anyway, I'm very excited about the month of March. It does feel like a brand new beginning for everybody. And again, the detour, we may think it's not, that we're not going in the right direction. Like, wait a sec, wait. We're supposed to be going over here to the good stuff. But why are you taking me here? I don't get it. That's an internal thing. So trust this month of March, and focus on the honeycomb. I think that if anything, this particular card is a fantastic card to focus on. It's like, where's the sweetness? And it's what we observe. That's the other thing. That's like the hidden influences. What are we looking at? Our energy, wherever our eyeballs go often enough, and whatever we put our attention on often enough, is where our energy is going to flow. And that's what we're going to signal to the universe that we want more of. So pay attention to what you really want, less about what you don't want, more about, I'm going to stand for something instead of against something. And that is what will lead us forward. Anyway, thank you so much. Please note this again, if you've joined us a little late, the Dreamweaver's Oracle is out and available now for pre-order. So please go get your copy by going to ColetteBaron-Reid.com, Dreamweaver, here it is, yay! When you pre-order your copy, just come back to that page and enter your email and order number, and you're going to get instant access to a beautiful printable guide with journal prompts for every card in the deck, every card, as well as get entered into an exclusive giveaway to win the cover artwork, a print, not the whole, you can't have that. The deck's artist, the amazing, amazing Joel Nakamura. Each print is a $200 value, and we will be announcing the 5 winners at the live online launch party happening on March the 14th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the release day of the deck. March, is that a Tuesday?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. But you have to go look it up on the calendar. Go pre-order your copy, claim your bonus, and enter the giveaway at ColetteBaron-Reid.com /Dreamweaver. Mwah. Bye.